Look, we gotta really start having a sense of gratitude about life, bro. Like, we be living in a fast-paced life and stuff to where we never really sit back and really appreciate what's like around us. Like, just look at what's around me right now. You can show. Now, when you like really just start just being grateful for the little things that you got and not really worried about the future. See, we so scared about what's the unknown. What's the unknown about what's our future going to hold and stuff like that? Are we going to be successful? Or what's the outcome of our life going to be? But when you learn how to just like really sit back and just love what God created and just everything that's in this world, you're going to appreciate life more. You're going to stop worrying about yourself and more worry about what other people, how can you do to help somebody else. But when we start being so self-absorbed but like with ourselves, that's when the insecurity starts coming out. That's when we start feeling just like real shitty about ourselves because we just focus on ourselves. But when you can like sit back in a place like this, like really appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the mountains, like this a motherfucking cave up here. Like I just went, if you really understand how long it took for me to get up here just to witness this, like just to be in silence, and that's the best thing you need to do, is just really like go outside and be in silence with nature and really start thinking about what you want to do with your life. Like don't worry about what's going on outside of the world. That's our problem. We so living in a fast pace to where we so worried about what everybody else has got going on. But when you can do like this and just sit here, motherfucking, like if you want to just play some music or just be alone, you know what I'm saying, smoke you a little blunt. If you don't smoke, that's okay. But you could really just look out like in the mountains and really just think about, okay, how am I going to map out my life? Like what's the game plan? What do I need to do to make it to the next level? But it first comes with being grateful for what you have. You can't have nothing better in life if you're not grateful what you have. And we need to start telling God we're grateful for the things that we haven't had yet, but we act like we already have them. So when you start saying like, God, I'm grateful for the things that I want, and put it in present tense like you already have it, you're going to feel more highly about yourself because that's what you already have it. But if you keep saying like, God, I need to have this, or God, I want this, you're going to keep asking God. But if you are grateful for the things that God already gave you, then it's like you don't need to worry about the unknown. You don't need to worry about what the future upholds. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the main thing. But the best thing you could do is really just learn how to just be like by yourself sometimes, be in silence, and just really collect your thoughts on what you really want to do. Because this life can be really beautiful for you depending on your attitude about it. But if we got a fucked up attitude about life and we just thinking in more of a negative headspace, a negative vibration, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to attract. But if you can like learn how to be grateful, learn how to care about somebody other than yourself, figuring out what is somebody else's problems, how can I help somebody else's problem before I even help my own problems, that's when things are going to start like getting better in your life. Move, nigga. Move, nigga. That's when things are going to start getting better in your life, bro. I'm telling you, if you could really just sit back and be grateful about this beautiful ass shit that God put us on this earth and just said, figure it out, bro. He just said, figure it out. But we got to really start being grateful. We all got journeys. We all got things we want to accomplish. But we got to start living more in the present and not living in the past about what happened and what happened that we failed and stuff, and living in the future about like, I need to get there. Yeah, we already know. If we got a game plan, we already know about the future, what's going to uphold, because you got a faith about it's going to happen. But you still got to be like living in the presence and being grateful for what you already got.